Need to use this. Can you hear me? In your headphones. You can hear me in your headphones. Oh, thank goodness for that. Right, big, loud. There's a few seats missing. If we make a big, loud noise, people are going to come and join us. So after 3, 1, 2, 3. Screaming. Make it really loud. And the loudest, noisiest, screamiest person will get a free copy of my book. Go. That's for you. I've got more of these. Can you pass that back to that lady there that screamed really loud? I've got more of those over on my stand. So if you want to come and have a chat to me about LinkedIn, I'll give you a free book. Before I go and do my talk today, I just got to give a shout out to Gavin and Jamie. What have they done? Isn't this amazing? Isn't this amazing? This here, they came to my house on the 29th of May and had a chat with me and said, could you be a keynote speaker? And here we are, what's that, 10 months later. This is incredible. And thank you so much for all coming to see me talk today. Hands up who uses LinkedIn. Hands up who writes content on LinkedIn. Hands up who wrote a post this morning. Right, get your phones out, take a photo of me, and you can write a post. You've got to be quicker than that with content, guys, right? I was at BizFest, I saw Ashley Leeds, the 15-minute guy. So why LinkedIn, guys? It's free. There's 1 billion people here. Get your pens out and write this down. Less than 5% of people actually create content on LinkedIn, which means if you create content, you're better than 95% of people on the platform. Okay, so why don't we use LinkedIn? Come on, don't be shy. Why don't we use LinkedIn? Yeah, that's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. Any other reasons why we're not using LinkedIn? Time, yeah. Imposter syndrome. How do you think I feel up here today? Okay, this is why we should use LinkedIn, all right? We can become known. We make connections. There's so many people here that are my friends, all because of LinkedIn, aren't they? You know who you are. Hands up who wants more clients. Yeah? Look at that. You should all be using LinkedIn. And if you're trying to attract new members of your team, LinkedIn works too. I'm going to tell you quickly about Ben. Ben is a finance guy, and every single Friday, the finance guy does a post. What do you think the finance guy talks about on a Friday? Yeah, no, it's not finance. He tells the worst dad joke in the world, okay? And you're all smiling and laughing because he's real, all right? Who wants a finance guy that doesn't take himself too seriously, that's a little bit fun, yeah? And this is Will Vine. He's the Will right in Will. He goes to networking events. People come up to him and they say, oh my God, I've seen you on LinkedIn. You're the Will writing Will. It works. LinkedIn is real, but don't take yourself too seriously, all right? The one thing you can do on LinkedIn is have fun. I have fun. I really do. So this is what I see why people don't use LinkedIn. It doesn't work. There's not enough time and they're not sure what to do. I want you to love LinkedIn. I want you to get into a great daily habit, okay? I wonder if you can guess how long I think you should be on LinkedIn for every day, okay? So what you want to be doing is something every single day. Make those little steps, all right, and get into a great daily habit. Think of LinkedIn as a global 24/7 networking event. Hands up who goes networking. Yeah? The guys from BizFest have done some great networking events. We've all gone there, we've done business, we've chatted to people. We've talked to people, but we don't just talk business, do we, when we're at networking events? We talk about the weather. We talk about someone's nice red coat or their yellow top. Loving the yellow. We talk about all kinds of things, all right? And that's what we should be doing on LinkedIn. I'm going to show you the 4 mistakes that we all make on LinkedIn. And can you pass me that piece of paper, please? On your seats, Those are the 4 things we all make wrong, and there's some free videos there so you can fix them, okay? Thank you. I want you to go from here, you're not going to put your hand up if your profile looks like this, are you? To here, all right? And it's very, very simple, but it means you stand out and people know who you are and what you do. Okay. People buy from people who they like, who they know, who they like, and who they trust. All right? Hands up if you've ever bought something from somebody you don't like. Yeah, I'm not talking Sky TV. But the thing is, right, we use LinkedIn to build up that trust. And the very first thing we need to do is have a decent photo. All right? A nice smiley face, something that people relate to. Okay? Who would you trust? All right? Number one is we haven't set our settings right. Number 2, great if you work for Pixar. Number 3, I'm sorry to pick on the guys here, but the guys come on LinkedIn, right? Don't they, ladies? They come on LinkedIn and they say, right, when was the last time I had a photo when I had a suit on? Oh, I know, Sally's wedding. And there we are, Sally's wedding, and in there, you can see the wife's hair. All right? So number 4, all right? Nice, bright, smiley. Look at the camera. Smile, not just with your teeth, but with your eyes as well. Fill up that circle, all right? And put your brand color behind you so that you start standing out like a sore thumb. And you want to be filling up that circle. Don't be tiny, because I ain't going to see you. Because on my mobile phone, you're teeny tiny. You're that big. If I comment on your post, you will still recognize me because I got the teeth and the yellow. All right, so make sure you stand out. And you create your own brand. You could be your own McDonald's. Right, the next thing is your headline. I'm not going to do it here today, but sometimes I ask about a job title. Your headline, by default, is what you put as your job title. All right, and we can all think of job titles where we think, oh my goodness, not one of them. You know, when you're networking, oh, what do you do? I'm a, and you can fill in the blank yourself, you're smiling. That's me. I'm the owner at Full Cup Coaching. I have been confused for a personal trainer. That is wrong. All right, but maybe if I put coach and LinkedIn trainer, how many coaches and LinkedIn trainers are on LinkedIn? It's going to turn you off, isn't it? And so some people have this formula. I help so-and-so with what I do. And it just becomes bland. Any idea what you should be putting up? How about something a little bit different? Why is it the ladies always smile when I put this slide up? Okay? So the thing is, right, you've got to be memorable. So think about your job title, what you do, and come up with something a little bit different, a little bit edgy. Here's some good ones here. The Duracell Bunny Energizer. And I love Gavin, like a peacock at a penguin party. Come up with something different and memorable. If you Google the 15-minute guy, I come up higher than Joe Wicks. It follows you around. Every time you comment, people are going to see your job title, your headline, or whatever you put. Right, can you all do me a favor and hold your fingers up like that? That bit of your finger is the same size as your banner on my mobile phone. So if you fill it up with all kinds of stuff, I am not going to see what you do. It's literally 6.5 by 1.5 centimeters wide. Can you read that text there? You can read that. You won't be able to read it on your mobile phone because it's teeny, teeny, tiny. We need you to tell us. It needs to be big enough so I can read it, all right? You need to tell me what you do. I need to understand how you can help me. Is there anybody in the audience today who's got a 10-year-old child? Okay, could your 10-year-old child tell me what mummy does by looking at her banner? Probably not. Okay. What's your name, please? Karen. That lady there, Cara, I think. She said Cara. So if you're struggling with your banner, send it to Cara and she'll get her child to have a look at it, all right? Don't go putting anything here because that's where your head goes, okay? And nobody can see what's on your banner. Don't go putting your logos or your telephone number or anything else on there because that takes up too much space. Cara, could your child tell you what this guy does? Yes, thank you. Right, the last thing that we all get wrong is our contact information. On LinkedIn, we have got plenty of space to put in our contact details, okay? And you click on that, and you've got room for 3 websites. So make one of those your Calendly link, maybe a testimonials page. I've got a load of free resources on mine. Put your telephone number on, please. All right, I'm looking for 3 people just like you. I've looked at you, I've looked at someone else, and I've looked at someone else. And you're the 3 best ones I've ever found. And I'm going to phone you. And I come to your profile, and your phone number's not there. What am I going to do? I'm going to go to the next one. Yeah? I turn around to people and I say, why haven't you got your phone number on? And they go, don't want people to phone me. Why don't you want people to phone you? All right? Have a proper email. Flash Ash at Hotmail is no good. And put your birthday down as well. It doesn't have to be your birthday. But on the 2nd of May, 12,500 people are reminded that I exist. All right? I told this to one lady. She says, yeah, I change it every quarter. So she has 4 birthdays a year. That there is the free resources link that comes from here. So you can actually use it for all kinds of other things as well. So that's the things that we get wrong. That's all on the leaflet. But what about content? Why don't we create content on LinkedIn? No answers. This is what I hear. Loads and loads and loads of different reasons for not creating content. All right? And some of those reasons are just in our head. Okay? Writing content is the best way to build up that know, like, and trust. But we're worried about creating content. We're worried about what people think. But it's all in our minds. Saber-toothed tigers. When we were invented, we had saber-toothed tigers to contend with. And we've had our brains wired, so when we see a saber-toothed tiger, we panic. We go into fright and flight. Yeah? Because if we didn't, we'd look at it and go, oh, look at the coloring on that lovely cat. Isn't that lovely, nice fur? All right? And so we worry about things. Has anyone ever been on a death slide? Yeah? This isn't Escott, but Escott is just up the road. And when my kids were younger, we went there. And I said, Daddy, let's go on the death slide. I'm like, yeah, we'll go on the death slide. It's great fun. And we get up there, right? And we're on the death slide. You've been on the death slide, yeah? It's dead scary, isn't it? And you get up there, and it's like, it's miles down, right? It's miles down. And the kids don't care, do they? And they jump off, and they're having great fun. Daddy, come and have a go. Daddy. I was like, okay, I'm going to have a go. They've got this, it's really difficult with a handheld mic, this. And you're there, right, looking down. Meanwhile, all these kids are flying past you, and then your kids come out. Come on, Dad, you can do this. I mean, knuckles go white, and I'm there, and they keep coming down. Hands up who's been there, yeah, on the death slide. But I'm a man, right? I can do this, all right? And I look up, and I see a sign. What do you think that sign says? Huh? I'm thinking I'm going to die. I'm going to break my neck, all right? Beware of friction burns. It's all right, I got a hoodie. I don't want to get no friction burns. Right. So here I am, back up. All right. When I jump off, I want a big cheer because I am bricking it up here today. Okay. I'm there. Big round of applause when I jump, all right? Because I am, right. Come on, Dad. All right. Oh my God, that was brilliant. And I'm pushing all the kids past and I am having so much fun because until you actually try it, you don't know how much fun it really is, okay? It's all in the mind. That's all it is. It's just in my mind that I was scared. And a little caveat to that story is we went recently with my grandson and my daughter. And my daughter couldn't get up there and do it because she's got all these things going on. And that's the trouble, isn't it? And it's exactly the same with content on LinkedIn. So the reasons to post is it puts you front of mind. Okay? You want to be front of mind with people who are buying from you. It gets you more profile views. And the more people come to look at your profile, the more people see what you do because you've got a nice banner now, okay? Then they're going to do business with you. They're going to connect with you. They're going to follow you. It gets more people, gives more value to people that are viewing your profile. Your posts can be shared. So that's going to a wider audience. And it puts you as an authority in your area. You could even get asked to do a talk at Business Fest Southwest. So stop worrying, create content, and see what happens. What's the best that can happen? This post, okay, little post, I did it a while ago, and I was asked off the back of this post to go and do a talk at the SEMA Spring Conference. And I ended up doing lots of other things. But in November last year, I was actually asked to go to Canada and do a talk. This little guy from Sidmouth in Devon, all because of what I do on LinkedIn. So I know it works. So what's the problem you can solve? All right? We are all helping our clients with their problems. So talk about them. Find out the pains that they've got and write about those things. Here's a quick tip for you. This is Samantha. She started doing content one year and she found a journal. And so basically every Monday she does Motivational Monday, Tax Tip Tuesdays, Workout Wednesdays. Think about what you could do, okay? Come up with something. I want you to think about what day you could do. And every single Wednesday, just write that thing. One post a week. That's not difficult, is it? One post a week, and that is better than 95% of people on the platform. There's lots of different posts you can do on LinkedIn. It gives you lots of things that you can choose, all right? So there's 5 main items that you can do, such as a text-only post. When you're doing a text-only post, ask a question, leave a blank line, and make the next line roll over so it says see more. Because with the see more, then that tells the algorithm that people are enjoying this post. Spot the difference. What's the difference between these two posts? Personal, trained selfie. Hands up who's done a trained selfie. That is the law on LinkedIn. Who's done one of those today? There's no trains here, is there? This here is a company post from a company. There you go, just to remind me. Hands up who likes reading company posts. Just one at the back. So proof that nobody likes reading company posts. Who likes reading personal posts? Seeing selfies of trains and stuff. Yeah, because we resonate with people. Here's a photo post. There's lots of different ways to do a photo post. It's me at my birthday, just a single photo. Here, doing lots of things. And this is what you should all be posting tomorrow. Lots and lots of multiple photos because it gets people engaged. Because what happens is, I can see a couple of photos here. Hang on, I was at that event. I'm going to see if they got a photo of me, or did they see so-and-so? Yeah? And so by doing that, people are clicking on your post a lot longer. All right? So don't waste time doing one of those things where you put them all together. Do that. Don't go putting your logo on your personal photo. It turns it from a nice selfie into a business post. Hands up who likes reading business posts. Don't do it. Don't waste time in Canva. Videos. Hands up who likes doing videos. Oh, well done you. Well done you. Video is the best thing to do on LinkedIn because more people see you, more people are engaged with you. You can have the horizontal, you can have the vertical, but just do them. Every single Monday I do a video, 5 ideas for content. Just get into a rhythm of doing video. Why video? You get better engagement. It helps you with SEO. You can repurpose it to your YouTube channel. People love using it on their mobile phone. And you get better visibility and reach because people are spending longer with you. Has anybody here heard of a guy called David Attenborough? Yeah? Because we've watched so many videos. Personal content. Who writes personal content on LinkedIn? All right? This is a long story about me buying a balloon for my daughter's birthday. And the guy in the shop saw it. I said, oh, who's the balloon for? And when I told him it was for my 29-year-old daughter, he looked at me a bit strange. But the post is all about me and family and what I like, yeah? And if you're reading that post, you either go, oh gosh, that guy's really soppy, or what a nice guy, yeah? And you start building that relationship. If you want to know more about personal posts, I did a little video on that one post, but look how many impressions I've got compared to everything else that week, because people care. All right, people have family, people have dogs, people go on trains. It's all those sorts of things that people like. A poll. Hands up who's done a poll. Hands up who's just participating in a poll. All right, we love it. We love a poll. You might want to write this down. 100% of people on LinkedIn have an opinion. So feed into that opinion by asking them a poll. What you want to be doing on a poll, though, is make sure you use as many options as you can. But more importantly, make sure that you use the other please comment option, because if someone doesn't agree with what you've got there and there isn't an option for them, they're not going to engage in the post. Document posts. Now these are like the carousel on LinkedIn, for LinkedIn, so carousel on Instagram. Absolutely brilliant. It takes forever to do them, but once you've done them, you can set them up as a template. But what it means is people will be on your content for longer, and they can download it at the end, and on the back, you can put all your contact details and stuff like that. It's a real great way to add value. Who's got blogs and ebooks on their website? Turn it into a document post. Dead easy to do. Who's got a newsletter? Not on LinkedIn, but who's got a newsletter for clients? Yeah? You can turn that into a newsletter on LinkedIn. Yeah? Who's got a newsletter on LinkedIn? Yeah, not many. Go and have a look at it, but make sure you do it good. The first one has to really land. And if you want to chat to me about it, come and see me on Stand 85, because the very first one has to be right. And if you don't get it right, you're not going to get so many subscribers. Lives. We can do lives on LinkedIn. Every single Monday, I do a live show. I've had some of the people here in the audience have been on my live show. It's a great way to talk to people. But what it does, it builds up more and more content so that people know who you are. Just have a go. There's so many options on LinkedIn. We can interview guests. We can do product demos. We can do webinars. We can even turn it into a live podcast. So I've been doing it for over 3 years now, and I've now got loads and loads of podcasts on my podcast channel. Just another way to help more people with more content. So what do we do when someone comments on our post? Just leave them hanging, don't we? We comment. We comment back. We get engaged. We start taking it to the DMs, okay? So who wants to know the best time to post? Is it 7:30 a.m. on a Tuesday? Is it Friday at 12:30? Maybe Sunday at 5 p.m.? The next slide is going to be the revealing one. The best time to post, ladies and gentlemen, is don't overthink it. Just get your content out there right now. Get out there, start sharing. There's some ideas that you could actually use for your content. 5 reasons to eat nutritionally. Is content writing a good idea? 7 easy ways to do whatever your business is. 3 ways to save. Tax Tip Tuesday. Why you don't need your service. How to find the best whatever you do. There's loads and loads of ideas here. Every single Friday I do a gratitude post. Yeah? So, it's the best way to get people to know, like, and trust you. Do I know how you can help me? Be different, be you, create content, and have fun. My name's Ashley Leeds. I'm the 15-minute guy, and thank you so much for staying here and listening to me today. Am I allowed a quick selfie with you guys in the back screaming? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm on stand 85 if anyone wants to come and have a chat.